keep forgetting shit. Very heavy sativa. Anyways, if I get lost in my thoughts, I'm sorry. And if I don't know what I was saying 3 seconds ago, I'm sorry. But I just wanted to go into the ritual of the very first ritual. One of the very first ones you're gonna do is going to stay with you throughout your whole magical career. It's gonna be your magical name, you finding out what you want to be called. Uh, like a magical name is something that you use as maybe your artist name. Uh, Magical names are like stage names with actors. Like, because all the arts are occultism and they come from the occult first. The first occultists were shamans and, of course, music, dance, theater, all these things come from shamanism. Comes from people that are strange. They see faces that come out in the rain. So, what is the manifestation ritual of the magical name? I'm glad you asked that. The ritual is you are finding a name with the intent that you are going to manifest it. Aleister Crowley says that with your magical name, you want it to possibly be like look on a list of like Wikipedia of like a Latin axioms or phrases. There's a lot of good ones in there that could line up with like your ultimate life's like purpose, what you want to at the end of your life, what do you want to be? You are ready to go home because you have done a bang up job. What would that look like? So, with that energy, you're going to find a name that corresponds to that. It could be anything. Also, if you're a male, you're going to be called freighter. We don't do the gendered thing. If you got a dick, you're freighter. If you got a vagina, you're soror. You're a sister or a freighter or brother. And here's the part where the alchemy comes in. Your magical name is going to. What you do is like you want to occult it too and make it so that it's not crackable. But like make it a fun cipher. So maybe use like 3 Hebrew words and 2 Latin words. It could be any. It's like you could do whatever you want. Be creative and like occult it a bit and give it like triple, 4, 5, 6 layers of meaning. So, but also don't trip out about it too much. If it comes naturally, it comes naturally, and then you will find the meanings later on. Uh, this is an art and a science, so it's like you have to invoke grace, from God. Like literally pray to God for grace. And grace is like being able to get through things and not lose your fucking heart and soul and shit. So, magical name. My name is Frater Sapientia Sages Absu. So, as you go along in the great work, you either, like, when you feel that you are ready to take on the responsibilities and vices and virtues of the next Sephirah, then you either add something to the manifestation ritual name, or you take something away, you do something, you change it. Uh, and all these things, they come to you. And usually your first thought is correct. Sapientia, I want it, so my goal is I want to have a lot of knowledge. If I'm gluttonous, it is of the knowledge. And I just really like to understand the world that I'm in. It comes from a curiosity. Curiosity killed the cat, but it also brought him back. So that's the Fool card in the tarot. It's the blind faith that divinity will catch you upon your endeavors that you jump blindly into. And say you let go and let God, shit like that. There's a God and it's intelligent and it keeps score of things. There's a system in place. Anyways, the system we're talking about here is sapientia. I wanted to know a lot of things, so I thought of a deity. The the uh, the Greek Gnostic goddess of all wisdom and understanding in the universe is Sophia. Sophia, philosophia, the love of wisdom. I took that Greek word and I translated it into on Google Translate. I translated it into Latin, and that is sapientia in Latin. Okay, so I culted it a bit and I played around with it. Sages. My goal is not to be a magus or like a magician, but a sage. Magicians try to do things. I don't try to do anything. I do or do not. I mean, if you try, you are doing. So, but use your words. Use better words. Do. Don't try. Don't be a pussy. Do it. And if you fail, fuck it. Whatever. You're moving the goalpost. You're progressing. You're gaining momentum to go to the next level. Okay, so a sage knows. The sage is wise, has understanding and knowledge. He acquired the knowledge, converted that with alchemy into understanding, through dark nights of the soul. Shed lots of blood, sweat, and tears, and then was reborn as Osiris, Osirionophorus each time, or the Christ perfected, and with the perfect Christ. You're being your best you, living your best life. You just know. So that's my goal. So Sages, I made it up because one of the grades is Magus. So I just took Sage and put a US at the end of it. Sages. It's a made up word. The third one was I invoked the Abyss. So the Abyss is a very, very powerful thing and the most dangerous thing to conquer in your magical career. And I'm doing all right with it. So my third magical name is Absu. It's the Absu of the story of Tiamat and Absu. Absu means abyss too, and there's a lot of shit to that. I spell it ABZ V instead of a U. That's the Latin way. So you give it flavor and shit. That's how you make a magical name. So buy my course for $13,000 and the check's in the mail. I pulled out. Of course, I work on them. All those things. Alright, guys, I'm really stoned and shit, but that was a quick presentation on the manifestation ritual. It's a very important one. Manifestation ritual of the magical name. I love you. May the divine light descend upon you on the path, always in love and Luke 65:93. 0. Woo!